You can think David is going through a season where it just seems like the storm won't lift. He's escaped one threat, and there's another one bearing down on him. That's verse 14. David remains in the strongholds in the wilderness, and Saul seeks him every day, but God didn't give him into his hand. Every day. The pressure doesn't let up. No rest, no break. This, you know what this is? It's the slow ache of prolonged adversity. And sometimes, this is important, the hardest part isn't actually the crisis that we're in, it's the constancy. It's one thing to have a momentary crisis, but that it's the slow, constant, ongoing thing. If you've ever walked through weeks or months where your soul was worn thin and no deliverance seemed to come, you're standing in David's shoes. And then verse 16 breaks in like this fresh breeze in the heat. And Jonathan, Saul's son, rose, went to David at Horesh, and strengthened his hand in God. Oh, that phrase there, strengthened his hand in God, is so rich. It didn't mean Jonathan arrived and just said, hey, listen, David, you got to just stay positive, man. Just, man up. Think good things, only say positive words. No, it means Jonathan brought David back to God. He reminded him of truth. He held his trembling hand and put his hand back into the hand of the Lord. That's what it means to strengthen his hand. Look at what Jonathan says, verse 17. Do not fear, for the hand of Saul my father will not find you. You shall be king over Israel, and I shall be next to you. What is he doing? He's reminding David of God's promise. He's reminding him of God's sovereignty and of his identity. Listen, David, you're not just a fugitive, you're the anointed one. And don't miss the wonder here. Jonathan should have been David's rival, right? We've said this a few times, just a little reminder. Jonathan's the one who's supposed to be king next, but he's got humility and faith. And he cements this relationship, this covenant friendship in verse 18 before the Lord. This is not casual encouragement. It's covenantal companionship. We live in a time of self-promotion. But here's a man who lays down his rights, renounces his throne, and said, God's will be done. I'll be beside you. What does that look like today? It's the friend who reminds you who you are in Christ when you feel forgotten. It's that older brother or sister who says, I'm not threatened by what God is using you for. I'm cheering you for it. It's that fellow believer who shows up not just with answers, but with presence. In a culture full of competition, the church should be full of Jonathans.